So James Gunn cooked when he created Creature Commandos. Every episode was masterfully done, perfectly telling the story of each monster. The series made you grow to love these monsters as the episodes went by, showing not all these Creature Commandos are actually bad guys. At least, they didn't all start out that way. But among all these great episodes, one episode stands out among the rest for me, and that's the season finale. This was the climax of the entire season, where the stakes were at the highest. If they didn't complete the mission by killing the princess, it would possibly lead to the end of the world. But at the same time, we were led to believe that this was a mistake and killing the princess could cause a massive war between the US and Pakistan. And as the Creature Commandos edged closer to their mission, paired with the magnificent storytelling, showing Nina's story and how she got into Bellerive in the first place, kept me on the edge of my seat, anticipating what would happen next. When Creature Commandos was just announced, I had very little hopes for it because I was thinking that it was going to be another Suicide Squad remake. And at the core, I guess it is like Suicide Squad, but the storytelling in this series is a lot different. They focus less on the mission and focus more on the characters that were in the show. Each individual are getting an episode for themselves so we can grow to like and understand these characters on a deeper level. Nina's story is the main thing that made this specific episode for me so great, because unlike everyone else on the team, Nina actually didn't deserve to be there. She grew up in as close to normal as she could get given her condition, and she had a loving and caring father who did everything in his power to make sure she lived life comfortably. Aside from sending her to a regular public school, because I don't know in what universe he thought that was a good idea. Bro, like regular kids get bullied at public schools, so obviously she was gonna get the worst of it. But the thing I noticed that made episode 7 so emotional and impactful was how they told the stories of each team member, from the most monstrous to the least monstrous. So we started off looking at these monsters as just, well, monsters, because G.I. Robot was literally a killing machine, right? And then you literally have the Bride, which was an amalgamation of different creatures made into one. But as the stories progressed, we got to see that Weasel isn't actually a bad guy. Dr. Phosphorus wanted to stop cancer, and then he got Nina's story, which was for me a very heartwarming and touching story because she didn't even kill anyone, making her death hit even more. I'm telling you, this was very emotional. The song paired with the slow movements and Weasel trying to wind the princess, this was an absolute masterpiece. A thing that I really liked is a detail that when the princess was killing Nina, you could see that Nina had more humanity in her eyes than the princess did. And I think James Gunn did this intentionally. The entire conception of Creature Commandos is just magnificent, and I think this episode wrapped up the entire season very well. The princess got her well-deserved death, and the bride that was living a life of complete loss and confusion got some form of purpose, which was to lead the team. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this episode down below in the comments, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like that and subscribe.